What's going on, guys? We're going to be showing you how to get massive legs. I'm just going to be doing raw workout, walking you through it, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how to pump up your legs. No steroids, no supplements, no creatine, no powders, none of that stuff. We're going to be getting massive legs naturally. And don't focus too much on the weight that I'm doing. Focus on your form. Don't worry so much about the weight.
Not worried about it, buddy.
All right. I've seen top elite bodybuilders that train into the Mr. Olympia, and they don't lift too much weight. They honestly don't lift that much more than I do, because we're not focused here on the actual weight load. Obviously, go heavy, but don't go to the point where you're not doing the right form. It's going to be a complete waste of your and my time. And we want to make sure that we're executing on a high level. So let's get in this workout. Like I said, it's going to be raw, unedited. I'm going to walk you guys through exactly what I've been doing to get gains. That way you can just replicate it. Pretty easy, right? All right, we'll see you in there.
Can't wait. Can't wait. There you go. Get up on that bike there, guy. There you go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Do your little cardio. Those legs look small, by the way, still, too. Are we live? The hell is this? I better turn that bike speed up there, buddy. I don't know who the hell's going to watch this, to be honest. Look at yourself in the mirror. There you go. Make a serious face. The world's watching. There you go. Get serious. There you go. There you go. Put the Rambo face on. There you go. There you go. Roll your eyes. Act like you got the world figured out. There you go. Jam out. There you go. Shake your head a little bit. Come on. Yeah. We're rooting for you, buddy. What do you keep looking over here for? Focus on your workout. Fix your hair. Focus. There you go. There you go. There you go, big guy. Act concentrated. People respect that. There we go. This must be that 20-minute cardio thing you were telling us about. There you go. Look over every couple minutes. Make it look like you're in the zone. There you go. There you go. There you go. Get serious. There you go. There you go. What do you keep looking over there at? Focus. Focus, son. What do you keep looking at over there? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. I don't know who the hell would watch this. I mean, this is just so stupid. All right, guys, we're coming back at you live. We are watching. What are we watching here? We're watching Chadwick Bailey work out, build gorilla legs or something like that. Let's see what he's doing here. We'll zone in. We're live. Come on down. All right. Coming in here live. Watching Chadwick Bailey work out. What's going on? Midnight Ornaments. How's that ornament making going? Yeah, we're watching Chadwick Bailey work out right now. He's doing his leg workout. I don't know. I'll talk to Chadwick Bailey later and see if maybe if we can sit down and watch him eat. That might be a great video. That might be a great video. Come on, man. Come on. Do that leg workout you've been doing. It's not really a leg workout, though. He's kind of just on a bike, I guess. He's going pretty hard, though. I mean, for a 38, almost 39-year-old grown man, wouldn't you say? I think he's doing all right. Guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the live stream, guys, where we are watching Chadwick Bailey, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching him get in the zone. He's fixed his hair about, I don't know, 9 times so far. So we'll see how much more times he fixes his hair. He's barely working a sweat, but we'll see how far the workout goes. I'm sure he'll get through it. He usually does. So you are live here, guys. You are watching Chadwick Bailey is live. And we're watching him work out, I guess. I guess that's what this is. It's Sunday. I figure pretty much nobody has anything better to do. So I figure we'd jump in here and give the fans what they want. And that is Chadwick Bailey working out. So he's about 6 minutes into it. He's starting to, there he goes. There he goes. There we go. You get him, Chadwick. I don't know what the hell he keeps looking at over there. There he goes. I guess he's making sure before he pulls up his shorts, if anybody's watching him. He looks a little bit, he keeps looking over to the left. I don't know what he keeps looking at. He's looked over there. I've counted 23 times in less than 7 minutes. So I think he says he does a 20-minute cardio workout. So if he does 20 times, what is that? That'll be 60 times he looks left. So he gets off task about 60 times during his warm-up. Okay? And I think he's been wearing those shorts. I've seen him. He's done a couple videos this week. He's had those same shorts. He's been rocking those same shorts, those Jordan shorts. I think he got them on sale at the Nike outlet a couple weeks ago. He's been wearing them every. I don't even think he washes them, to be quite honest with you. He's worn them every workout video for the last week. I've counted. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what you guys think here, guys. We're sitting here. We're criticizing, critical. We're being critical, critiquing. We're watching Chadwick Bailey work out. Like I said, I don't know if you guys have been watching him. He's been doing some videos. He's been doing a few videos on cryptocurrency, stocks, investments, bodybuilding. He's all over the place. I mean, he's like, I don't know. I've never seen a channel that is so just multi-directional. All right, let's see. He stopped looking over to the left. He must be kind of getting a little bit more into it. I guess he kind of realized that he's being filmed, and he wants to make sure. I don't know. He thought maybe he was going to cut the video in and out of these hardcore scenes. He's looking pretty good. I mean, he's doing all right. I mean, he's, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Let's see if we can pull up a little closer here. See if we can feel the Chadwick Bailey burn. He's burning some calories. He's doing all right. He's getting about 8 minutes. There he goes. He's looking back over there again. Look, there he goes. Fixing the hair again. There he goes, fixing the hair again. That's 24 times he's looked left, and that's the 12th time he's fixed his hair. I mean, I wouldn't call it fixing. He just pushes it over to the left. And then he casually kind of looks over there to kind of see what he looks like, I think. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes again. Look, looking left again. I don't know, man. I think this video should just be titled Looking Left During a Workout. What do you guys think? We got some people coming in here. We got Manny G. We got Midnight Ornaments. We got several people coming in to watch Chadwick Bailey work out. We appreciate that here on a Sunday. We got nothing else to do other than stream people's videos that are watching, stream people's videos and criticizing them, critiquing them. I think Chadwick Bailey said he was paying somewhere around $72 a month. For a gym workout or for a monthly membership. I think Uh, if he could stop looking left for more than 5 minutes, I think that he is paying around 72 a month. 72 a month, and then I think there's like a $150 initiation fee. He said he did it talked about it in one of his videos. So we are here live on a Sunday, guys. Hope you're doing well. We're locking in. We're watching Chadwick Bailey get his leg workout in. And, you know, I guess there could be worse things we're doing. How's everybody in the chat feeling today? Did we get our workouts in? Yeah, it's a pretty premium gym. I mean, you know, it's got everything, guys. It's got every single uh it's got every single thing that you can think of in a gym. It's got cold plunge, it's got sauna, it's got steam room, it's got it's clean. I mean, they have like a cleaning crew that is in there constantly. So, you know, they're constantly in there cleaning. You know, you know, I've been to some LA fitnesses and it's like I don't think they've ever cleaned the sauna. You know, it smells like feet. And you know, with that, you don't want to work out in a nasty gym. I mean, really, Equinox is kind of the premium gym in the US. Down here in Mexico, this is kind of the Mexican version of Equinox. So with that, you know, it comes with a little bit of higher price. There's a gym across the street they opened that is roughly, I think, $18 a month when I was part of it down in Rosarito. And it's caused the gym to be a lot less busy, which is great. You know, I don't know how financially well they're doing. It seems like the gym's not very busy. I mean, today I went around noon and it was quite dead. I mean, it is a Sunday. A lot of people, you know, that's the one day they take off a week or whatnot. Uh, that's typically, you know, an off day for people. But even during the week, in the mornings, it's a little busy around, I would say 9:30, you know, 7:30 to 9:30, 10:30. It kind of starts kind of tinkering off. And by 11, it's kind of dead, right? So if you guys are just coming in here, guys, we're taking a peek at Chadwick Bailey. Apparently he's doing a leg workout today, building gorilla legs, something like that. So if you got any comments or questions, throw it in the chat. You know, yeah, everybody's watching the World Cup. I haven't even turned it on. I don't even know who's in it. I know Argentina's in it. A couple people from my work are from Argentina. So they've been kind of you know, I know Argentina's in it. Was it Argentina and France or Spain or something like that? I'm not big into soccer. I prefer one-on-one sports, tennis. I like bodybuilding. I prefer one-on-one. You know, I just got done watching the what is it? The tennis match that just happened. I was watching that a little bit. It was just on. What's it called? Ah, the English Open, Burlington or something. I was watching that. I was watching the tennis match pretty aggressively. Watching the couple nights we watched it. We had it on replay. Obviously, it's 12-hour difference. So a little bit. It was. Let me give you the name of that. Open, Burlington or something. Drop it in the comments, guys. We are watching Chadwick Bailey get his workout on. And French Open, Australia, Wimbledon. That's what I was watching. The Wimbledon. So it's a grass court. I mean, it's pretty hard. I mean, it's pretty. You know, you got to be on the agile side if you want to win those type of tennis matches. So I was watching that. I'm not a huge. You know, I don't have anything against soccer. I'm just not a fan of watching it. You know, I think people get way too into it. I've never been a fan of going to sporting events. I don't know why. Like going to a baseball game, I was ready to leave at the third inning. Just didn't find a lot of enjoyment of it. I mean, everybody has different things. Some people like watching sporting events. Some people like sitting here watching themselves, you know, work out. So, and then there's other people that want to come in here and watch me live while we work out and motivate. So, you know, it's all personal preference. I'm just, for me, watching soccer, I, flip it on a couple times, but I don't follow it. All right, now, guys, we're getting into what looks like about 15 minutes. We're starting to see Chadwick Bailey kind of tighten up a little bit. He's smiling a little bit. He's been making some strange faces into the camera a little bit. He's not looking left as much. I think he casually looks over now to kind of see who is walking in, to see if there's anybody looking at him. I believe at this point he notices that his girl has came into the gym because she said she was coming soon. Yep, there he goes. He notices that his girl is in the background working out too. So I think he's trying to tighten up a little bit and act like he's a little bit more into it than he usually is, knowing that obviously she's behind him, potentially watching him. He's trying to make it seem like he is super into his workout. So he's cranking up the speed right now. Here he goes. Here he goes. He's starting to sweat a little bit too. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yep, he's definitely noticed his girl in the background. So he's making sure if she looks over that that Chadwick Bailey is making absolute sure that his girl is noticing him and making sure that making it very apparent that he is in the workout. Okay, I've seen her walk by casually. She doesn't seem to be looking at him at all. It's just no surprise, but yeah, yeah, there's definitely his girl in the background. I've seen her before. He definitely is noticing that she's behind him. He's looked over a couple times. In former videos of Chadwick Bailey, he has been in this same workout room, and it's surrounded by mirrors, so he can kind of constantly look over and see who's behind him. Notice, there he goes. He's doing the hair thing again, where he fixes his hair and moves it over to the left. And it's coming up on, I think, 20 minutes, which is usually when he cuts his cardio. I don't know if his girl has even noticed he's in there yet at this point. We've seen her go back a couple times on the screen. She's walked back left and right. There is a yoga studio behind Chadwick Bailey currently in this gym, so just keep in mind she's probably in there doing some type of yoga workout thing. I'm not exactly sure. We do have people coming into the chat here. So we do have Undefined Beauty. You should do a comedy series too. Well, unfortunately, guys, you're watching that as we speak. I guess it was just not funny enough for anybody to notice. This is Midnight Ornaments. Is having a great time watching Chadwick Bailey. We were starting to see him really fix his hair. I think he's about to, maybe go upstairs to the workout room. He's starting to look left more, so I think he's trying to see who's over there as he walks out. He's got that face of determination on now, so it does look like if he looks over, if he keeps looking left, I think we can all conclude that Chadwick Bailey might be heading up to the weights. He's pulled his shorts up several times. It looks like he might have briefs on. Several things that he's done has indicated that he will be moving to the weights shortly. And again, he usually does his workouts pretty consistently in a similar pace. They usually consist of a 20-minute cardio session with him looking left multiple times while fixing his hair. That's usually what the cardio sessions usually. Like I said, has anybody been watching the videos? We've seen a lot of Chadwick Bailey this last couple weeks. Chadwick Bailey has been posting aggressively. Look there, I think he notices that is definitely his girl behind him. Yes, that is the smuckish grin. He definitely knows his girl is right behind him there. So he's definitely enjoying every minute of that. But yeah, typically Chadwick Bailey starts out with cardio for about 20 minutes. I don't know if you guys have been watching. Can we get a count on how many times he's worn those shorts this week? I saw him pretty much every video wearing them. I'm just wondering, does he even wash them? Like I said, we can kind of see up his shorts a little bit. It looks like he does have some kind of workout attire, some type of brief. He hasn't really talked too much of that on what kind of undergarments he wears during his workouts. However, one thing we can all know we talk about is how many times he has looked at the entrance. I mean, it's literally It's like a head on a swivel, guys, with a permanent turn to the left. The guy has literally looked to the left probably 20 to 30 times in the last 5 minutes. It looks like he's slowing down. It looks like he's starting to slow down. He's starting to get a little off task here. He might be switching the music here a little bit. He does look a little bit bigger, though. I will say he looks like he's put on about 5 to 7 pounds. He has been eating aggressively. He's been talking about and documenting his workouts. He's been talking about, like I said, he's been talking about cryptocurrency. He's been talking about real estate. Some people have been asking him about Tijuana. And he is live coming into you at the Tijuana gym. And he is getting off task, it looks like. So if you guys are live here, drop it in the comments. We are live. Undefined Beauty, what's going on? Manny G. I'm in Tijuana having drinks. I've been following Chadwick Bailey recently. He has cut out all alcohol. He's cut off all marijuana. Not that he was doing it too much to begin with, but I think he is on. I've been following Chadwick Bailey pretty aggressively. He doesn't look like the type guy that gets involved with alcohol and extracurricular activities. I mean, he's kind of a guy that enjoys a good quality night's sleep. He is getting off the bike, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go see what he's doing next. He's going to be doing a little bit of a pose, it looks like. Let's see if we can shrink the screen down. This video was posted today. Okay, yes, he is definitely hitting the squat rack now. So let's see if he is going to be doing some squats with some actual real weight on them, or if he is going to be teasing the camera a little bit. Like I said, he has been wearing those shorts all week. I don't know if he's washed them. I'm not seeing any type of brown component next to the buttocks, so he must be wearing briefs. Here he goes. He's going to be doing some squats there. It looks like he does have around 245s on each side. So I don't know if anybody can give me the math on that. I think that would be 45 times 2, which would be 90. I think the bar is somewhere around 45. He looks to be going all the way down. I'm going to try to zone in here a little bit if we can see him. He looks to be going at a 90-degree angle, so he is not cheating on the squats. He's definitely going down. See, he's going down about 90 degrees. He is making some faces of constipation in the mirror. We'll see how much time and off task he gets. Looks like he's starting to get a little bit winded after his first set. There he goes. He's doing his famous pull up the shorts. See if we can zoom back out here. So like I said, guys, if you're coming down to the chat, we are watching Chadwick Bailey get a workout in. He posted this video a little earlier today. It was called Building Gorilla Legs. He's been on a rant for the last 2 weeks of bodybuilding. Cryptocurrency, real estate, Tijuana, geo arbitrage. A lot of people have been reaching out to him. He's been overwhelmed with the amount of success he's been receiving. And we're watching him work out today. He's doing a leg workout. It looks like I said, did we get a number on that weight? So it's got, I think, what do we say? 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. Is that 130 pounds? That's not too much. I mean, it's 245s on each side. So no, that'd be 180, right? That'd be 90, 180, 292, 210, 220. So looks like he's squatting 225. Like I said, he's going all the way down. I mean, it looks like he's sitting on the, he's sitting on the plank. His legs aren't vibrating too much. It looks like he's going all the way down. So he couldn't weigh more than, I would say, 170 at the current moment. Although if you've been following over the years, he has been up to close to 190 in his past. He has documented a lot of that where he has been, creeping up on the scale up to the 190. So he's getting a little bit pumped right now. He's starting to walk around. We're starting to see him start moving around a little bit more aggressively. Got 14 people in the chat. We got Chet Lionheart. We got the sound muted. I don't know if he had any farts. Like I said, Chadwick Bailey is doing a leg workout, and we have been watching him all week. And like I think what had been going on in the comments is how many times he's worn those pants, those shorts, those Jordan shorts that he said he got at the outlet mall during the 4th of July sale. So he's taken definitely an interest to the Jordan shorts. I'm going to see if I can zoom in here just a little bit and see if we can see any kind of brown discoloration around the crack area. Okay, I'm not seeing any. I am seeing kind of a very kind of strange... I know some people in the comments yesterday were wondering if he wears boxers or some type of briefs. But his shorts are definitely starting to ride his crack area a little bit. But... you know, if he's not wearing boxers, that would definitely leave over the course of a week some type of brown leakage, and I'm not seeing that today. However, we are not looking at a high def version of the video, so just kind of keep it in mind. He is definitely checking the camera. That it would be the third time he's done that, so he is getting a little bit more on task, a little bit more focused into his workouts. And I think the chat has concluded that he is. He's squatting somewhere around the 225-pound squat bar. It looks like he is safe. It looks like safety is definitely a component. He does look like he has the what is it? The guardrail here. Let's see if we can zoom in. He's going for his third set of 225. Let's see if we can watch the legs. See if he's starting to cheat at all. Yep, he does see those. See, he does have the safety on. He does have the safety on both sides. It looks like. So he does have that up there just in case he can't come all the way up. So it looks like Chadwick Bailey is definitely taking a priority to his safety while he lifts this 225-pound squat bar. So we kind of had a tally in the chat. I know a lot of people have been kind of wondering his weight. He has kind of teased it a little bit this week. We've had comments anywhere from the 166 to the 170 people on the channel. I've been going back to watch Chadwick Bailey about 2 years ago when he was about almost close to 200 pounds. And we had some people, we had a math expert come in here and run it through the AI, and it said he's likely around Chadwick Bailey's probably likely around the 167, tinkering under to about 170 with his clothes on. He has not divulged that here on the channel or on his channel here recently, but like I said, we can kind of guess by the size of his former white beaters and his sleeveless shirts that he's probably sitting somewhere around the 165 to 170 pound range. But, you know, he's only been doing this for about 2 weeks, so give the guy a break, right? Give the guy a break. I think at some point he might be packing the weight on it. You know, it takes a little bit of time to before your weight starts coming in, especially with the meals he's been eating. What's going on, guys? We are back here on the channel. You guys are watching my channel here, and I'm very glad and thrilled people are coming down here on a Sunday. We are watching Chadwick Bailey do a leg workout. Okay? So that's what we're doing. He looks to be on his 4th or 5th set. I'm going to see if I can zone in here. We want to see if he's doing the proper angle. So I know I'm moving here on the screen here, but we want to see if his legs are really taking the weight. He has started to get on his phone a little bit more frequently, so I don't know if he's checking his ad revenue for today or what he's doing. Seeing if somebody's released a shift from work. I mean, there's a lot of things he's been talking about on the channel, but we definitely are following. So yeah, geo arbitrage. So geo arbitrage is when you make a certain currency and you basically commit arbitrage. You use the price discrepancy of another currency to maximize your spending power. So Chadwick Bailey has been talking a lot about that on his channel. It's where he's had the most focus and success recently. However, he has a couple things in the pipeline with cryptocurrencies. He's applied recently through the Zcash community to see if he can get a Zcash grant so he can bring on more cryptocurrency focused videos. I think that was something that he definitely is interested in. He's, somebody that has over 1,500 crypto videos. A lot of people remember Chadwick Bailey as the crypto guy, the cryptocurrency guy that was talking about all this stuff during the bear market of 2022. And everybody was calling him crazy. He was the guy that was talking about Zcash at $20 while there was only a handful of people in the chat watching him. So, yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got his other job that he works at night. He's been talking recently about ramping up his real estate career. He spoke of former bankruptcy on that on past live streams. But he's optimistic. It looks like he's finishing up here on the squat bar. Looks like he's definitely using the safeties here. We have a confirmation on the left side as well. Looks like he's taking off. He's going to be going down to 90, 100, 110, 120. Looks like he's dropping it down to 135 after about 4 sets of 225. So he's squatting more than his body weight by about 50 pounds, right? That's what we can kind of guess. About 45, 50 pounds. So it looks like now he's doing half squats. He's going to be kind of doing these. He's not going all the way up, but if we zone in here, it looks like these are definitely pumping his legs up. They look like they're getting full blood flow into the muscle. And, you know, you definitely want to do these. You know, I've been doing these. They definitely help, especially towards the end of a squat workout. And, you know, it allows that muscle really to, okay, now he's going to do his world famous. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. 170 pounds there, guy. There you go. But yeah, I mean, it definitely does help doing those half squats at the end. You know, once you do 225 and you weigh a 170 and you do about 4 or 5 sets, your legs are going to be pretty mutilated, especially if you're going down. He's been going down the whole way, 90-degree angles. He's been doing clean squats. It looks like he's focusing on falling back on his heels, which is how you want to do squats. His legs definitely look full of blood. He hasn't been taking too much rest in between the sets. There's been about a 1 to 2 minute rest in between the sets. I think he's gotten water now twice, and he's coming in about 11 minutes on his squats. So he's knocking out 4 or 5. This will be his 6th set, I believe. The last 2 sets, it looks like he's done, have been a little bit lighter on the weight, but I think purposely doing this, and then obviously, you know, you're doing the half squats at this point just to kind of really kind of finish it off. You know, his legs are spaced out properly. Maybe next video he's going to post, he'll get a little bit better leg angles. But yeah, he just did only like 4 or 5 there. So he's probably feeling pretty fatigued. You know, I mean, after that amount of weight, once you're squatting above your body weight, you should work on getting there first. You know, if you can't squat your body weight, try to work up to that first, and then, you know, then you want to exceed your body weight. You know, you want to go above and beyond. So I think when Chadwick Bailey was at 190, I think where he was peaking at wasn't a lot more on the squat rack. I think he was doing up to 25s with 245. So that would have been, 260, 270 at his peak. So he does these right now. That's not a lot of weight. I know in his former bodybuilding days, he was doing 3 of those on each side, to give you an idea. So this is more for a just a final leg pump. So, you know, once you do the squats and you go through, like I said, 6 sets of 9 or 6 sets of 12, you really want to kind of take it easy. You want to make sure those safeties are on too. I mean, if we back up to the video, if you go back and you look at the video, his squats were basically perfect. I mean, he's not doing too much weight. He probably could do a little bit more weight. However, then he's going to be sacrificing his balance. He's going to be sacrificing his legs. So now that he's done the heavy weights on the squats, it looks like he's drifting back into the slide. I think this is the hack squat. This is just kind of a finisher, right? To just kind of get that blood finally pumped. He has started kind of looking around again. He's kind of started to kind of see who's looking at him and see if he's if people are watching him, as if anybody cares per se. So yeah, I mean, like I said, once you do, you know, if you follow these workouts, like I said, if you do follow them, if you've been following him, they you know, your legs are going to be pretty fucking fatigued. I mean, let's just say that. I mean, his legs are fatigued at this point. He started with a 20-minute session of cardio on the bike. Ever since his dog passed away, he has not gone down to the beach to run. So he's been doing more biking cardio. So it looks like he's pretty fatigued. He didn't even do 3 reps on that one. He's looking pretty sweaty. It looks like he's moving into the hip abductor. This is something that a lot of people fail to do. This is an exercise that I would say 90% of people that do legs don't even think about. And this is why their legs never improve. They never get any tighter in between their legs. They never get any bigger. This is going to target that inside muscle in between your legs. This is going to give you a complete leg. Now he does pretty high on this because he's been working out for a number of years. Even when he stopped working out, he still kind of retains some of that muscle mass. So Chadwick Bailey does about 230 pounds on this interior hip abductor machine, which is close to max. Which, you know, if you do this, you're going to notice a couple things. When you first start doing it, you're not going to be able to do hardly any weight. You're going to probably be able to do like 90, maybe 100 pounds. After your first week or two, your body is going to get kind of used to this type of movement, and you're going to be able to rapidly increase the weight. Now, you're not going to keep rapidly increase the weight, but that first 2 weeks of doing this type of machine, once to twice a week, you're going to notice this machine you're going to increase pretty rapidly. The reason is because a lot of people have never worked out this muscle. Even when they come in there and do squats, this is just something that people don't do. And you cannot get a defined muscle separation in your leg unless you work the entire leg. And again, it's not about when you're working out, guys. Chadwick Bailey doesn't do a ton of heavy weight, but he does a fair amount of weight for his size. But my point behind that is you don't want to do like a lot of weight necessarily. Doing a lot of weight doesn't mean really anything. Really, the consistency and the repetition of the movements is going to be how you build and tighten the muscle. I've seen people that have came in and done 345s on each side, and their legs are smaller than mine. So just keep that in mind that, I've seen professional bodybuilders only do 3 plates. So, and that's kind of where they rep it. And that just goes to show you do not have to do a massive amount of weight to get in tip-top shape. Now, you want to do as much weight as you can, but you don't want to, brutalize your legs and fuck your knees up and stuff. I used to see this guy at LA Fitness who would, he would do an arm bicep workout with the curls, right? He would do the curls, right? Where he was just, he was curling like this, right? He would literally do 45 pounds. And he would wear these braces on his arms because he just already fucked his joints up and his ligaments. And his arms were never big. They were small. And he would just kind of sit there and swing back and forth. He didn't like fully compose his movements. And I saw this guy for 2 years at the gym, and his arms never got any bigger. And it's just like he's just fucking up his arms. So you can't build muscle you build muscle through repetition. You don't build muscle by doing 1 or 2 reps or even, 10 half-ass reps that aren't even done right. You're just going to fuck your arms up. You're going to fuck your knees up. You're going to fuck your legs up. So I don't know what he is doing, but looks like he's giving us a leg pose to confirm that he is indeed working out the legs. So if you guys are live here, guys, we are coming in here. So if you got any questions, drop it. We're taking a peek at Chadwick Bailey. It looks like he's doing a leg workout today. And we are seeing what's going on, checking in. So, yeah. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know. So, we got Midnight Ornaments, Manny G, Undefined Beauty. Couple people in the chat not saying anything. So, you are watching Chadwick Bailey work out. We are taking comments, concerns, and questions about whatever you guys want to talk about. He's doing a hip abductor machine as we speak. And if you guys are just checking in, if you do do a leg workout, or if you skip leg day, for one, you're a pussy. Okay, that's the first thing. For one, you're a pussy, because if Chadwick Bailey can do legs and build massive legs, there's no reason you shouldn't.
Okay, I mean, there's absolutely no reason you shouldn't. His legs are looking a little bit weak. I think he's only been doing one leg session a week. Really, in a perfect world, I think two would get him there. Two workouts with the legs a week would really get him there. You'd spend pretty much every day not being able to sit down on the toilet though. So keeping in mind, he is working a night job as well, a few nights a week. So he's definitely getting a calorie deficit on those days, and that's kind of probably running into his gains a little bit, right? You're either running a caloric deficit or you're running a surplus in the world of bodybuilding. Because of course you can maintain, but what is maintenance? That's just maintenance. So you're either getting worse or getting better. So this is going to be working the outside. I don't know what muscle this technically works out. You can always feel this exercise in your butt cheeks. But by doing all of these exercises, maybe you're not concerned about having firm or toned butt cheeks. Chadwick Bailey seems to be very concerned about it. But the purpose of doing all these other exercises is because when you do other exercises, it works on your balance. It's going to allow your balance to, for one, be better, right? For one, it's going to allow your balance to be better. And then it's also going to allow yourself to, you're gonna get those muscles that are stabilization muscles. So you're going to be able to increase your weight on some of the other stuff, right? On some of the squat bar, you're going to be able to up your weight. So just keep in mind, you know, we we work the whole muscle. We don't just work parts of the muscle because that's how you get girly legs. That's how you have like legs that are embarrassing, right? And for me, I'm not looking to, be a competitive bodybuilder. However, I am looking to increase my leg size because it's possible, right? You have full control over how you increase your leg size. So just keep in mind that, with that, you can eat the right caloric intake. You can do the right regimen. And really with this, it's just you want to pump um, you want to pump up the muscle and then you want to feed it. It's very simple. And a lot of people miss the food part. And I've been pretty adamant about that here on the channel, right? We've been talking about it. We've been making sure that when you work out, you got to make sure you eat. Okay, if you're gonna eat like a bird, you're gonna look like a bird. If you eat like a gorilla or a dog, a big ass fucking dog, you're going to, you're gonna get gains. Your body's gonna be in a caloric surplus, which you're gonna get. That's gonna roll over into your muscle fibers being saturated with nutrients, and it's going to allow you to it's going to allow you to put that muscle on. You're going to see that's where you're going to see the most size because you can change your body with diet alone. You don't even need to work out, right? You can be more fit. Some people change their diet, they lose a ton of weight. There's a guy at the gym that I've seen probably drop almost 100 pounds over the last year. I mean, it's just absolutely mind blowing how big he was, and now he's sitting. He's starting to look really fit. Like it's crazy. He's obviously not done. He wants to get a lot further. But I talked to him. I'm like, man, you really inspire me to want to keep working out because like the amount of gains he gets is just insane. It's like you see these people in the gym that are there for 2-3 hours a day, for a year and they don't get any bigger, right? They don't get any bigger. They stay exactly the fucking same. And it's because they don't do the right stuff. They come in there. I saw a guy one time, he'd always watch me do my squats, and I saw him one time come in there and do squats, and he was like yelling in the mirror, getting all hyped up, and then you get under the squat bar and do what I do 10 times, do it one rep, 1-2 reps, slam the bar on there, and I saw him do the squats like one time the whole time he's ever worked out there in the entire year, 2 years. So you tone muscle, you build muscle by repetition, right? That's what you're seeing me do in these videos, right? You're seeing Chadwick Bailey do massive amounts of reps, and he's targeting every muscle. He's not just jumping in here doing 1 or 2 reps. So just keep that in mind. I mean, you can do 1 or 2 reps and not see any gains, or you can do multiple reps, and that's exactly what I've done. So it looks like we're moving into calves. Calves is something that I do on leg day, but I also dedicate it to a separate day, and I try to do calves multiple times a week. The reason I do is because the calves are a stubborn muscle. It's very hard to grow your calves, and that's one of the problems I have is my calves are not big. They're small. So with that, I have to train them more, and they have been bigger than they currently are. So forgive the size of them now, but the calves are a stubborn muscle. It's a really hard muscle to build. A lot of people don't have proportionate calves for the rest of their body. So, for me, I do calves on a leg day, but like I think I did a couple sets here, but that's not going to do it, right? You're going to have to do, it's just like anything. You're going to have to put consistent work into it if you want to grow them. And, doing a calf workout halfway through my leg workout is, it's going to be half-assed because I'm fatigued at this point. 20-minute cardio, 6 sets of squats, hip abductor, interior, exterior, calves. I think I did hamstrings as well, and quads, right? So, you got to do this repetitively. It's the same thing with anything, right? It's the same thing with making videos, YouTube videos. You make one video a month, it might do well, but are you going to be successful at it? Probably not. You have to keep on making the videos. You got to keep on trying different stuff. Watch yourself work out, whatever it is you got to do. I mean, I got a good sweat going on here. I mean, obviously, we've been shooting the shit here for close to an hour, and obviously, you see when I go work out, when I say I get something done, when I say I'm going to do something, I go 110%, right? And that's part of it. You don't be mad when you don't get what the work that you didn't put in. Don't be mad when you don't get the result when you know you didn't put the work in, because it's the same thing with anything. You have to put the work in, right? You've got to consistently put in work. And we've been talking about this through the motivational speaking videos and the crypto stuff and the geo arbitrage. There's different ways and avenues you can go about it. But if you don't put the work in, don't expect to get results, in anything. If you're going to be half-assed, you're going to get half-assed results or no results because, when it comes to working out, if you're half-assing your workout and you're not even doing your diet at all, you're going to get no results. Your muscles are going to be depleted. You're not going to get any type of nutrients to the muscle. They're not going to grow. They're not going to get bigger. They're not going to get more shredded because you're depriving it. You're literally running a car on no gasoline or no oil. You're leaving out crucial components that it takes to build a foundational level. And like I said, maybe working out is not your thing, but the reason I like bodybuilding is, again, not because I want to be a professional bodybuilder. That's never going to happen. Not interested in that. It's because of the regimen that it creates. It takes you can't skip out on your diet. You can't skip out on the gym. You can't skip out on your rest. You can't skip out on any of these things. So when you do bodybuilding, it's a lifestyle more than it is, just going to the gym, working out hard as you can. It's more of a lifestyle, completely isolated from the norm because you're eating. I don't eat a ton of protein. I could definitely eat way more protein and gain more muscle. The problem with that, as a 38, almost 39-year-old male, I don't want to put that much strain on my kidneys or my other organs, right? You eat a bunch of meat, you're going to put extra strain on your kidneys. That's why I don't take creatine. I don't need to, there's no reason for me to do that. I'm not competing. I'm using bodybuilding as a leverage tool to leverage my real estate, to leverage my cryptocurrency portfolio. Like I said, we have things in the pipeline. So I do it to leverage my current position. I mean, of course, I want to get bigger and get more toned and ripped and stuff. But, if you're not taking steroids, you're not taking, supplements and stuff, your body's going to peak out at some point, right? And the only way to get any past that is to go into that other world, which I'm not interested in. I'm not going in, I've never taken a steroid in my life. I've never taken, I've talked to people that are younger than me that are on TRT, and I'm thinking in my head, how the hell are you in your early to mid 30s and you're on TRT? It just makes no sense. It's because they're on it because they want to, they want to get, uh, they want to cheat the system, right? There's no reason to it. You don't need fucking TRT unless you're fucking 60 plus, right? You just don't need it. There's no point to it. So I think we're gonna wrap the workout in. I'm gonna come in here. I'm ready to shoot this up. We're gonna conclude. If you got any questions, let us know. And I think we'll end it there. I think we're gonna come into a final thing here, final set, and then a final wrap up. I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, I'm always trying stuff new on the channel. I'm always trying to, think of creative ways to help you guys because that's what I like doing. And, you know, today we watched Chadwick Bailey do a leg workout, right? So now you guys know how to do it. This is what I do. We've been kind of talking to ourselves in third person here for a while, but this is what I do. And you don't have to be a bodybuilder, right? You don't have to strive to want to be a bodybuilder. It's more of, well, working out and regimen increase your bottom line, right? All right, guys. I think we're going to do a final set here. Thought that was it, but looks like we got one more set. Now, I was fatigued super hardcore here. I was basically, I was pretty much done at this point. I tried doing this machine here. This targets this targets your quads, I think, right? And I couldn't even do I usually I can do 110 pounds on this. I barely could do 50. I was like, oh shit, and you see, guys, look at my chest muscles. Even though you're working your legs, it carries over to other parts of your body. You can't do a good back workout without strong legs. You can't do a good leg workout without a strong back because you don't have the stable muscles. You're gonna shake and you're gonna be off balance and stuff. So you have to really be thorough in your approach, just like anything, right? You have to be thorough in your approach and make sure that you're doing it properly. You can't be cutting corners. You can't be, getting no sleep or, going out fucking with the boys, drinking and stuff, like any of these things. You have to be dedicated to getting rest, working out, building your business, building your stuff. And, so hope you guys like it, guys. We watched Chadwick Bailey. He's going to come in with some final words here for you. The most important part. So keep an eye out for that. And like I said, I'll try to do more workout videos. I don't know if they're going to be like this. For one, there's not really a huge audience for any of this stuff, to be honest, here on my channel. So, we do stuff because we like it. We might be transitioning more into crypto-focused stuff. Like I said, I got something going with the Zcash community. I'm trying to get some grants I applied for over there to see if I can start ramping up the crypto privacy stuff. So yeah, I mean, we got a lot of stuff. We'll cover obviously the normal stuff that we do. I'll keep you focused, keep you kind of in the loop here on the workout. Maybe we'll do some meal planning stuff. But really, the channel is just all about how can I help you guys get better through my personal experience, right? That's always been the goal of the channel since day one, is how can I help people kind of reach that next level, right? So I think this is the last one. Let's see here. Yeah, that's like 50 pounds. It's like no weight. But like a lot of people will come in and do their leg workout and they're doing that machine as their main thing. That's never going to grow your legs, guys. If you don't do squats, your legs are not going to grow. They're going to stay small forever. So, all right, I think that'll wrap it up. I think we're going to do a little final thing here. I know, I mean, I was doing the workout, so I know, right? You are picking your ass there, aren't you, guy? Ooh, what the hell? So yeah, just stay in it, guys. That's the main thing. I think I did one more here. I don't think I could do it. I was done. I was like, all right, here we go. Here we go. Let's do one more. One more for the camera. There we go. But yeah, I would say the best thing that I do is the form. I mean, my form is pretty good for any weight that I do. And I do the same form as I go up to higher weight. I don't start changing my form as the weight goes up. That's kind of something that people tend to do. They kind of start out, really good, and then they start loading up the weight, and then they get, too ego driven, which is not the way you want to do it. So, think we did a little pump check right quick here. So yeah, I mean, you see my legs are pretty fucking pumped, right? So yeah, a couple more weeks, they'll be bigger. They will be definitely bigger within a couple more weeks, for sure. So, goals, guys, goals. Like I said, you don't have to work out. You don't even have to be interested in this type of stuff. But I guarantee if you start doing it and implementing it, you will definitely see some gains in other parts of your life, which is the best part about it. So try it out. Join a gym. No, I did. Okay. See you guys. It's the most important part right here. What's going on, guys? We're going to be showing you how to get cooking. Bring your meal to the gym. Eat it right after your workout.